Right.
Let's try that. I'm recording.
Hi everybody, Alan Robson with you. Another one of our near legendary ghostly trips. And tonight we're somewhere spectacular that I've never been before, and I bet quite a few of you haven't too. It's this building over here where Kenny is guarding the door. But the reason I wanted to tell you is because we're in the centre of Newcastle. Obviously at this time of night there's all kinds going on. It's bucketing, what a surprise. However, everything happened here. This is the main road that leads right away across to Newcastle Castle at the far end. This is the route that Wallace took when he came to attack the castle. Came down here, then he came across the opposite side and fired on the castle from Gateshead. The most interesting thing is, if ever you come down to this part of Newcastle, even if, I don't know, Tony, whether you can just catch, directly opposite, there's a tiny, tiny little valley. If you look through the peepee hole, there's a little tiny alley just across there. There's alleys in all directions, and they've all got really cool names. For example, in the time of Queen Elizabeth I, there were 3 people running away from some of her men, because let's face it, we're in the north, they're very much in the south, so therefore we felt a little bit left out, and why should we pay taxes to those people all the way down there? Well, 3 men fell on a set of stairs just up here, not very far away actually from the civic centre, a little bit further south, and they called the stairs Breakneck Stairs. They're still called the Breakneck Stairs. Literally just along the road here is Tuthill Stairs. Why is it called Tuthill Stairs? Because thieves used to keep Toot from the top of the stairs, and whenever they spotted somebody that had a bundle full of coins, or even maybe just had a bundle of coins, they'd spot him, point him out, he'd be robbed, and the man keeping Tuthill Stairs, he got a cut to make sure that he kept everybody safe from getting caught. So in every direction there's very cool stories. This whole building didn't used to be a building, it used to be a big garden belonging to the Earls, the Neville family, and we've got loads of stories to tell you about that, and story of a device called a maiden that I bet you think you know what it is, but I'll tell you what it is once we get inside. Come on, let's do it. Ready to go? Let's do it.
Another noise. Hi everybody, welcome to an amazing place. As you saw, we've come up here into the Lytton Fill, one of the real genuine hidden gems here in the northeast. Really a place well worth looking at. Floors and floors of books and literature, CDs, a sitting room for the entire northeast. It's a beautiful place to be in. Tonight we're looking slightly darker, and make sure that you share, and if you do, you'll get one of our glorious night owl badges. Make sure that you do. Now, with respect to this place, history, my goodness, 1793 it was founded by the Reverend William Turner, whose painting is in the hall. I'll show you him a little bit later on. And it opened in 1825, but before that, this whole place used to be the land of the wealthy, really. Rich man's place. Now, the Neville family particularly, they were earls, and they had a house on this very site. And they go back way to the time of Richard II, the 1300s, will you believe? And we've got some amazing history from back then about the land that this amazing place is on. So we're not going to waste any time. We're getting straight into this. Kenny's got his camera on. Kenny, if you can do a straightforward tour, if you could go right down to the basement, there's a room off to your left, and then when you get down, there's the full, go up and down every see what you get. Up the top as well. Because the amazing thing, before we even started though, Kenny, tell them what happened.
Oh, unbelievable. Before we started, there was a noise in the centre of the room, a bang, and this torch literally jumped off the table. It really did it. I thought, oh, burst the
And
torch.
the first thing we all said was, are we on? Are we on?
Camera, and we weren't. Obviously we weren't. But we set up, Gwen and Ted through there, so hopefully.
But when we got to that table, there was a bang.
Right here.
Just over here.
Just over here.
And we both said, oh, it's starting.
Yeah.
And at that moment,
the torch
fell off
the table.
Piece of paper fell off at the other side.
And then a chair, the chair as well. The chair moved.
So, hey, if we get that, anything like that, we've set a few traps as well around and about the place. There's one here. There's one on a set of ladders that allows people to get to the top shelf over yonder. So we've got a lot going on, and I think the best thing we can do is get cracking. Kenny, off you go, mate. Now, the story of this part of Newcastle, we're at the bottom of Westgate Road. We're actually on Neville Street, named after... What did you get, Kenny?
Straight away there was a... Did you not hear the click there? There was just a click just here. Right. I'm fine.
Kenny's already getting some stuff. And we're just walking, we're just cruising around, looking for anything that generates the noise. Already seen videos of doors opening, that kind of thing. Clicks and bangs. And one of the original copies of Frankenstein right on the shelf right in front of me. You can't get more appropriate than that. The Neville family, Neville Street, just outside of here. The Battle of Neville's Cross. Very big, famous families. But this place is famous because I gave a clue to when we were coming here, and the clue was utterly pointless. The man who is the great chairman of the Lytton Phil is Alexander Armstrong. But a lot of other famous people have been here too. You had Swan, who invented the light bulb. He brought that here and demonstrated it at the Lytton Phil, and this was the very first building in all of the north to be electric lit by William Swan's amazing new device, the light bulb. Also here, Stevenson came here and he demonstrated his new lamp for the mines, the Geordie lamp. So there's an awful lot of history. Other fellows of the Lytton Phil, Sid Chaplin, obviously Swan and Stevenson, Neil Tennant, Pet Shop Boy no less, and I'm not surprised. And this place just reeks of history, and at every corner there's a darkness and there's a shadow to it. I'm going to get the torch, I think maybe we'll need it. If there's anyone here, make some noise. Make some noise for us. What's your name? Talk to me. Oh, yes. Talk about comfy. What are you saying? Make yourself known if there's anyone here. Is that you? Top shelf? Right in the very top. I thought there was a window there. How was that? How was that? Do you hear that?
That was in the top corner, that one.
We're getting noise on the top corner. We do have noises here. Come on. If there's anyone there, make some noise. This place goes on and on forever. You've got to see, it's right the way down there, and there's another room up there that we have to visit.
Got Gwen and Ted down here. We've put a camera on them this time,
Right, good.
so
Right,
we'll be able to see if anything happens.
sure.
There's the light bulb.
That's William Swan. Is this the man? Robert Louis Stevenson next door. That's not his. That's the Geordie lamp. That's not Swan's. How about that? That's the lamp the miners used to take down the pit. Amazing. Oh, do you hear that?
Yeah, it's ticking.
Like footsteps.
We've got the ball. One of them. I don't know where the other one's gone. And the EVP recorder is recording.
Right. We're in the St James Knott room. Look at all these books. I'm a bit of a book fan, blimey. This would be an intimidating read, wouldn't it? Did you hear that? Ticking. Like there's a clock, but that's that.
Yeah, it sounded like it was close to you.
Just heard another noise coming from back in here.
Oh God! What the hell was that?
The top of a lamp fell off.
Jesus! It's rocking as well.
Well, I know the front of it's just
Look,
fallen
the
off.
ball's going as well.
The ball's going.
The ball was just going there.
No,
How
forget that, Kenny.
What?
You see that lamp?
What lamp?
The one I'm pointing at.
That one.
The front of it's just fallen off onto the floor.
Oh
just
my
fell off.
God, it's smashed and everything.
Oh my God!
It really has. The ball was going off as well. Look. Look. It's in pieces. Oh my God, they'll not be happy with this.
We were nowhere near it.
It's broken, look.
How the hell? That must have been up there for years.
That is incredible. Look.
Did you catch any of it on camera?
Well, we heard the smash and I saw it rocking a bit.
Oh my,
How can that fall off there?
Look, it's swinging. It's moving.
Of course it is.
God. I mean, that's unbelievable. No one can reach that.
It's moving. That is, what have we got to do underneath this?
We were just underneath it.
Now, you cannot fake that. There's no one can reach that lamp up there. It's in the middle of the room. No, there's no way in the world anyone can reach it.
Is it plastic or plastic?
It's plastic. And it's just went and done that when we're here.
Should we tell
And
the...
it's in pieces, look. Look at this, it's in pieces. You'll not be happy with us.
Should we tell them? I mean,
We'll
that's
tell
quite...
them after.
It's quite a big thing.
Yeah, but tell them afterwards because we want to continue with this. We don't
Oh
want to
no,
get stopped.
I don't think you throw out, but
That
don't
is
know, what do you
incredible. It's moving.
we weren't near
There's
it.
orbs here as well. That the ball went off as well, you know.
Did it?
The ball was going off as
Yeah,
a
because
walk.
I think part of it hit the chairs, they hit the table.
Ah, I cannot see any part across here, man.
No, it's quite far away. The camera's on that
No,
room,
it's
Kenny.
smashed here, Alan. All the bits are here, look.
All the bits are down
In
there.
fact, there's another bit there, look. It's all over here. That is incredible. Look at this. Look. There's all the bits.
Well, you've got this, you've got it all on camera, Tony.
Wow.
There's all the bits.
It hasn't smashed any of the books or anything down there, has it?
No,
That is amazing.
that is crazy.
How can that?
And it's still moving. How the hell?
Well, as I say, Tony and I were up here.
Yeah, we were the other side. We were just down there, could have hit
I
her.
just heard the noise. I went, what the hell was that? I thought it was a boot falling.
That's unbelievable.
That
This
is
place, man.
unbelievable. Look how far up that is.
I'll point my camera up just to sort of.
There's also another thing moving, Tony.
There's the
Say
lamp.
next to it.
Oh yeah?
What's that?
What's that?
No idea.
There's the lamp there, up there, look. You can't get anywhere near it.
Can you see it? It's moving.
That just doesn't happen, does
You
it?
see it moving, Tony?
Yeah. God, I'm scared being up here because we get flung off.
That just doesn't happen though, does it?
Not that.
Not when we just happen to be here like that. That is just... Whoa, man.
God.
Now I'm scared.
How the hell?
That could hurt.
That would hurt. Look at that's got that one on, so keep out of underneath that one in case that one falls off as well.
Oh, I don't see that one. I can't believe that happened. I am actually... It's one of them where you're like speechless and you think...
I know, especially being up here, it's a long way down.
It got real pretty quick there, didn't it?
Really quick.
That was a sign that someone's here.
Well, definitely, because that just doesn't happen. How often would that happen? the middle glass falls out of the lamp that's in the middle of the ceiling.
I saw it and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Because obviously we're so far away, you just...
Is that just a sign of someone here?
It's got to be a sign of something. Because that must have been up there for decades.
Oh, yeah. It looks like 40s, 50s, 60s, late, doesn't it? Doesn't look modern remotely.
That is absolutely... What was that?
You hear that too?
Uh-huh. We've got the big mic on the HD camera, so that picks up everything.
And all the things we've done, I think that's the most incredible thing that's happened.
But I saw it.
Right,
I don't know whether Tony, you
I was just on the top step and I heard a bang. I heard the bang.
I saw the thing. It just.
So I was coming up those steps there.
That's the most incredible
It
thing.
makes me just want to keep the camera on this one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's very weird. Can I get up there?
Yeah, of course you can. Is that?
It's a light again?
What?
That came from the light?
It was the light again.
You stay away from there, can you? The whole thing might come down.
It's lit. The light's on.
What?
Can't be lit.
Isn't it?
No.
No, that's a reflection of this light, I think.
Oh, is it?
Oh, God.
That was the light though, wasn't it?
Okay.
It just made that banging noise again.
Let's not be scared.
That's no, I'm not scared. I'm just.
Because there won't more happen.
I know, but I feel sorry for the.
That thing's moving again in the middle.
But that's just a piece of thingy, you know.
A piece of thing. It's a moving piece of
It
thing.
is moving. Could the wind do that?
There's no wind in here.
It's no wind.
The fact that
But the fact that the light thing fell. Secondly, the fact that it's making noises.
This is how far away we are from it, as you can see. What, is that about 30 feet from here?
That's a long...
It's about 30 feet from here, so obviously impossible
Long
to
way
be
down.
anywhere near to touch that. And yet that there has just crashed down and smashed while we are here. I don't get it. I just see the white thing there just go along. Did you see that? That is absolutely incredible. That's the most genuine sign of anything that I've seen.
It's a sign someone's letting me know they're here or something.
Like I say, that cannot be fake. No one can touch that. No one can pull it down. No one can set that up. It's just happened.
God.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I'm just here to. How do you explain that for a second?
The fact that it's been up for that many years and it just come down for us.
And when I came around here, I heard like a little metallic click noise, and a bit earlier I heard almost the sound of like that, like a chair moving.
Well, good job we've got the camera set up and the EVP recorder just down that
the
area.
camera down there might have caught.
No, it's pointing at the table with Gwen and Ted on, but it might have caught something.
It occurred. Is it? Do you get noise with it or not?
I've got the VVP recorder recording, so that's noise. Yeah.
That would have heard the. That would have heard the.
Yeah. God.
Whatever did that, do you want us here or not? Whatever did that with the lamp, we are now all feeling uncomfortable. If that was you, let us know. Make it, don't damage anything more, but make a noise. Let yourself be known. If that was you,
I'm just thinking, the camera on Ted and thingy, it would have captured the ball going off. It might have actually caught a bit of that, you know?
Yeah, it'll definitely have caught the sound as well.
Caught the sound, definitely.
Who knows? Well, that's going to just record all night now, as long as it runs out.
So that would have definitely caught that.
I just couldn't believe what I'd
The
seen.
noise of it.
That thing's going crazy up there, man.
There's no wind in here. There's no windows open.
Just thinking, we've got security cameras in here, haven't they? That would have caught that.
Yeah.
We need to get a copy of that if we can.
Can you see if you can get that, Tony, tomorrow?
Is that the security camera there?
Don't know if they'll be pointing on the.
Yeah, it's overlooking everything.
But will that get it? Will it be
Yeah.
dark?
About do. About two.
Where is it?
So what time is it that went off?
You sure that's a camera?
I think so. I've just seen a white thing. It went like that, then went like that. Just a little white light thing. Just went like that, then went back again. Oh, probably caught on this camera.
Just sort of noise from down below.
Did you hear like a...
Did that like a noise from over here? Am I on now?
I'm just going to go away from you. I can't check until I'm away, so I'll go around here, and then you should be on. I've reset everything.
Everything's been reset. Hopefully everybody can catch everything. Just about to tell you.
Please let me know if you can hear Alan.
Right, please, if you can, we've got stories to tell. That's amazing. But there is a camera here. I think it's a camera, Tony. Can you hear me?
Someone said that's better, so I think we can.
That's good. Let me just tell you about the Earls who used to live here before this amazing place was built. It was a grand house, a huge grand house. The Earl of Westmoreland, or the Earls in fact, half a dozen of them. And back in the middle 1600s, up at the Groat Market, which is the one that runs parallel with the big market, the Groat Market, one of the traders was murdered and the man ran away trying to hide, and the place that he came to hide was the garden of this house, not the lit fill, but the house that was here where the lit fill was. This is actually part of the garden of it at the time. He hid in the garden, and unbeknown to him, the Earl of Westmoreland saw that he had somebody in his private property, so he released the dogs, and the dogs got at him and they tore him to bits. Didn't kill him, and he was dragged off to the castle for punishment. They stuck him in the cells, presumably as a nod to the Earl. And the Earl demanded that he be hanged, not just for the murder, but he dared go onto the territory, the land belonging to the Earl of Westmoreland. Didn't have time to get hanged. The dogs had done so much damage that they didn't need to hang him. He died, and they just dumped his body in the river. So, tough times, harsh times, and also I know how much you like your local history. Groat Market. Do you know why it's called the Groat Market? A lot of people say, oh, because groats was the currency then. Nope, that's not it. A groat was a type of cornmeal, and it was like grits in America, the grit market, the Groat Market. It was a type of grits. The big market, remember that it goes like that, the Groat Market's on one side, the big market's on the other. Why do they call it the big market? Was it because there was a big market? Well, yes, there was a big market, but big, B-I-G-G, is a type of roast barley that was sold on stalls, grits and the Groat Market, big barley in the big market. And it was a kind of slop, but it was like the Scots were raised on porridge, which is oats. In the north, we lived on grits, groat and big. And it could keep poor families reasonably well fed. That's the story of this place. But we haven't been... I just got a noise again. I hesitate to look at these now, you know. This place is spooky. It's a lovely, lovely atmosphere, but didn't the mood change? Like,
Mm.
now Kenny's up here, I think. What's up here, man?
So, you know, a little room with music and got turntables and stuff
Music
like that.
room, yeah.
Yeah, it's got all turntables now.
Brilliant. Oh wow, it's cool.
Mm.
And the Technics.
Yeah. Well then.
Looks like you
Yeah,
get Technics.
Technics.
I can spot me Technics, man. I'm a pro.
All Technics. All them.
Yeah. Now the music room they've had, this is the place. You know the doors that opened on their own?
Yeah.
Jeez. These are the doors that opened on their own, and they were all sitting around a table, the ghost hunters. And the story was told of Kincaid. Now Kincaid was a witch pricker and a faker, and he had this needle that was retractable. You know, like the old, when we were playing knights and round table, you can stab people
And it would go in. Yeah.
it would go into the hilt.
Yeah.
He had a needle that did that, because if he had a needle that pricked somebody and they bled, they weren't a witch.
Right.
But if they pricked them and there was no mark,
Right.
then they were a witch. So
So
he had this thing that just, it had pushed in, and he went, there, and there's not a mark, and everybody went, she's a witch! And it said that for whatever reason he came through here in this room and opened those doors behind us. And if there's any sign of,
What was that?
yeah, like clicking.
Yeah. I was like, and again.
If there's any sign of you, make some noise. If there's any sign, Kincaid.
There's a few people saying they can't hear, but I've reset it. There's nothing I can do now. I've reset it twice now, so I don't know what's going on with the mics. It should be working.
You've got another mic, haven't you? Do you want to change it or not?
No, they're both on.
Alright. I haven't got mic, remember?
It's just Alan that they can't hear, but
Yeah, but you've got another one of them, haven't you?
Shall I swap them round?
try that. But I mean, if one's working, the other should.
Because we don't want to
Okay.
miss anything here in here, because you can see it's crazy.
There you go, mate.
Yeah, I know the recording and everything's going to be on it. It's just that live, so.
Right.
It's the live mics. Right. Hopefully you've got me now. I think I'm going to go down. Have you been downstairs yet into the...
I've had a quick walk down there. In the bottom part, it feels really weird. It's cold in there.
Because I'm tempted to ask you to do a full walk around the top level.
Right. Cool.
Both ends, it's like a figure eight.
I'll do it.
I'm going to go down to the basement now.
I'll do it at the top and at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's clear, so
Sorry?
people are saying it's clear. Yay. But don't worry on the recording.
On the recording you'll hear
You'll
everything.
hear everything. But yeah, fine now.
But if there is anything, Kincaid, if you're here, it was the music room where you made an appearance. Make a noise, show us something, do something. Move something. Not a light.
No, keep.
See, these lights have no fascias on them. Don't know whether you've noticed.
Somebody just whistled.
This is crazy. And don't forget, if you guys see something, if you can screenshot something, if you catch something around here, make sure you send it in for our Blind Tuesday. We talk live to everybody. And make sure you share. And if you do, you can get yourself one of our fab little Night Owls badges. Share as much as you can. Spread the word for us. Because we would, we'd love to grow our numbers so we can get even further afield. I love the old kit. Used to have two of them. Technics little decks. Yes.
Oh, look.
What?
There is a camera, so it should have caught the thing come down. There's the cameras there.
Good. Check the mirror, Tony. Couple of mirror, it's a mirror there. Check it out. What's your name? What's your name? Is that you, Kenny? Let's head down. Noises everywhere. In 1591, when the plague came through here, apparently a lot of the big grand houses, remembering that this place here was an actual place. It wasn't just a house, it was a house surrounded with a garden, and it had its own grand place name. Westmoreland Place is how it was known for the Earls of Westmoreland. And what they said at the time was that when the plague was going round, a lot of people just stayed indoors. You can imagine we've had a similar experience with the whole COVID thing. And when beggars, it was quite common for beggars to knock on the doors of the rich and the wealthy. And the story goes that when they knocked on the doors during the time of the plague, the whole family refused to allow their servants to go home, because a lot of them did live in their own homes, usually little tenements. They refused to let them go home until the plague had gone. So the plague was with the north for a year and a bit, and then it went away and it came back 2 years later for another year. So imagine not seeing your family for a year just because rich people didn't want to open their door. And that's the truth. And a lot of people died. 375 in 1591. Oh my goodness, this goes on forever. Place. Absolutely silent in here, and yet you go further down. Can you hear voices?
Mm-hmm. like a crowd, that.
Does it sound like a...
Yeah. Or in town, could be a building alongside her or something.
We're underground, aren't we?
No, we'll just come down to the ground level.
Or ground floor.
Yeah, ground level.
Right.
Members only.
I've got a member.
You got a membership.
Look at it, just look at the carving on that. It's just an old radiator. Beautiful, gorgeous looking thing. And this is where the lit, it was recently repaired thanks to a member. Bless them. A little bit of work needs doing here, which is, and they're aware of it. You can see it on the ceiling. This building deserves it. Look at the wooden shutters on the windows as well. These are called silence rooms, so if you want to come and do some study on your own, you would sit in here, not bothered, not pestered, nobody even in your eyesight. There's another little silence room here with somebody with hemorrhoids and got a cushy in it. They say that they've heard like noises of paper and such, pages being turned, and this is the place for it. What I'm going to do in a moment, I'm going to try for a few other spirit box devices.
Got the SLS camera to use as well.
Yeah. Do you want to go and get it, and I'll get another one of these? Or should you want me to?
I mean, I can't carry this and that. So just wait until we go upstairs. Yeah.
I'm going to try. Is that you, Tony?
No.
Do you hear a noise?
Yeah, over near you. Your mic would have picked it up.
I hope so. I think it was that chair. There's a chair about. Look at that. The thing on the back of the chair is moving. It's got like a little thing on the back of the chair. It was that moved. I think. Look on the back. It's just stopping now. Have a look on the back of it. Can you see it?
I can see it now.
How about that? Right, come on then. Let's see if we can catch anything on this. Just a piano. With music room. Say music twice.
Yeah.
Music room twice. That's upstairs. Where do you want us to be? Where do you wish us to be? Shit. let's head back up. It said before it wanted us to go up the music room.
Is that not the music room with the piano in?
The music room's upstairs where the decks were.
Oh, that one.
Is this the room you meant? Is this the room you meant? You said piano. I'm at the piano now. I'm sitting at the piano. Is this where you asked me to be? Yes. Why do you want me here? Why do you want me here? Is this the right room or do you want me in the other room? I think I'll take that, the SLS up to the music room. It's where it's guiding me to. Yeah, I'm going where you want me to be. Come on then. Jeez, that was just dramatic, wasn't it, Tony? Did you make that thing fall? Uh-huh. Yes. Why? You could have made it swing. You didn't need to damage it. Tell you what. Who are these people? George Stevenson. That's me. Stairs where the light fell. CCTV monitor there.
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't think that room's on it.
It is. I saw it.
Definitely is.
Definitely is.
I couldn't see it.
No, it's the bottom left.
Definitely that room.
Yeah, I think so.
That's weird. Oh, it's a bit dark. Is that definitely that room up there?
I think it was.
Right, I'm here where you wanted me to be.
That was me.
You asked me to come here. I'm here now. Why? Did you hear that?
Sound like a car horn in a car.
Would we hear that through? Well, maybe we did. I'm here because you asked me here. Why?
That was me just moving that.
It's you. I'm still hearing voices, Tony. You asked me to come here. This is the place where the witch pricker was said to have shown himself. Maybe he lived in the building that was here before this. You brought me back here. If you brought me back for a purpose, I'm here. Show me. The doors have been tied back. They can't open of their own volition. You have to do something else. So show me. Just prove that there is something here.
It's the SLS camera.
Right.
Try that.
Thanks, mate. Let's do it. If you're here, witch pricker, you faker. Oh, what the hell? Let's see what we get. It's a falling walkie-talkie, that's all.
Let's go behind.
Oh!
Oh, I saw that. There's definitely something
We've got
there.
somebody there.
It was behind the table.
Cool, blimey, it's been Kenny there in the background, but it's been absolutely amazing. Tony, if they would like to see the second part, we have no idea what's going to happen. What do they do?
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, just hit the link in the video description and part 2 will be there.
Brilliant.
On Facebook and on YouTube as well. Just join the channel and all the part 2s will be available.
We'll get the lights on to change a battery or two. We'll see you on the opposite side. This is one not to be missed.